This is quite important for me, the buttons and the switches. You'll find twisty torches, push buttons and flip switches. Twisty torches, you screw the head or the tail of the torch to turn it on or off. These are typically just on or off switches because it's hard to change settings because you can't press and hold like on a button. It's just twisty on or off, and you do run the risk of literally unscrewing it in the water thinking that you're turning it on or off because you're lefty-loosey instead of righty-tighty, and just every time you do it you're putting wear on that O-ring seal over time the more that you do twist that head or tail. Flick switches can have several settings from like high and low and of course off. They usually have magnets and reed switches on the inside of the body, so there's less chance of flooding. There's nothing like penetrating the body that's actually flicking a switch. There's just a magnet on the outside that just hovers over a reed switch and that's what's activating it. But there are still moving parts, and if the magnet isn't sealed properly, they can rust away. There was a designer torch that had that issue. It would just fail after a while, and it turns out that the iron magnet was just rusting. Buttons are similar. They often don't penetrate through the actual body of the torch, but you do have some more control when it comes to either short, long, or repeated presses to change the different modes. Also look for locking mechanisms, because a button or a flick switch can be pressed in storage or travel unbeknownst to you and either drain your battery, so when you get to where you need to go you have no power left, or it can actually cook your torch because they do get very hot without you knowing. So some kind of travel or locking mechanism on that switch is a good feature if you can't remove the batteries, and you find them in a lot of modern torches.